Anyway, kicking things off with the Express, and people are upset about Rishi's plans for housing asylum seekers. Tents, overcrowding, poor sanitation. Sounds like a refugee camp, Jonathan.
It sounds like the time I got locked out of my tent at Glastonbury. But OK, so major blow for Rishi Sunak's migrant plan as RAF Scampton plan delayed by months. So the first group of migrants set to arrive at the RAF Scampton in Lincolnshire won't now be moved until early October, according to the BBC. So the delays are forced due to surveys on 14 buildings still not having been completed. Similarly, there are reports that officials are finding it difficult to find qualified professionals to oversee gas, water, electricity at the site. So it's a real sort of admin error. They can't get the right workers. There's problems with the buildings. I think I've just been told we actually have a couple of the sad migrants who weren't actually able to get into the RAF base. Is there a picture of it? Yeah.
That's me when I was shipwrecked. I didn't know you were going to show that picture. And that's Darius when he was my 14-year-old son.
He looks like he's cosplaying as Aladdin, but yeah.
Yeah, I don't think anybody wants to look at that.
No, all right, move back to the story. So this seems like a real problem for Sunak. He had great plans, and they seem to not have worked out. Was this predictable? Can we trust the government to make big operations like this work? I don't think so. Well,
this seems to be every time Rishi tries to do something to tackle the issue with migrant crossings. And bear in mind, we're coming into the busy season when seas are going to be calm, so lots of boats are going to be coming over. So he needs to dissuade them. And part of that is instead of putting them in five-star hotels, put them in, slightly less luxurious accommodation. Still safe. Meets all the requirements for refugees, but everything he does, every step of the way, if it's not, lefty lawyers gaming the system to get loads of money and teach cross-channel migrants how to pretend to be asylum seekers, how to say, oh, I'll get tortured if I go back, I'm Christian, I'm gay, all the rest of it. I mean, this just seems like another blow for Rishi.
How can it go well? I mean, this is something the country's unprepared for. It's a state of emergency. Hundreds of thousands of people coming into this shore, and where are they going to be put? And so he's doing his best. I think he's doing his best. I think the problem is it's us. It's the people who live in this country. We're too nice to people. It's the world we live in. They don't want us to be mean to people. Yeah. You got to be mean to people to say you can't come in. Somebody should have told me not to come in. I wouldn't have been heartbroken by this guy. I mean, at some point you need to have tough love. You need to say, Louis Schaffer, you're not coming in.
Yeah, and at some point, I mean,
we stole your bag.
A country has to say, because we're already seeing problems with like we had an issue a couple of stories ago with not enough housing, so they're going to put a tax on second homes so people can't have second homes. Maybe everybody could have second homes if we weren't like continually increasing the population with cross-channel migrants.
Yeah, but there you go. Everybody could, but then house prices would drop, and then the people who own those houses, and we don't want to hurt the people who own houses, their property value.
Maybe a solution could be, so whenever a left-wing person tweets that we should have open borders and let everybody in and refugees are welcome, they have to take in 3 refugees.
Well, Gary Lineker took in a refugee, but she preferred being called an au pair, so I don't know.